Action.
What's going on? This is the Odyssey of Man podcast.
I don't know what episode we're at this point.
Vlogcast.
I think 6 would be 6. We just did 3 and we've done 3. So maybe episode 6.
Could be. And
Watson.
And my name's PVM.
I'm Jake. This is Watson. Can't see him.
Watson's always there, and he's always doing crazy stuff at our feet. So if we're looking in different directions, it's because we're watching him just lick his butt or
saute his ass. Yeah.
It's but he's cute. We don't want to get rid of him, and we love dogs.
Oh yeah,
we love dogs. You're not cute.
No,
I meant your dog. You heard that part, right? No, I'm just kidding. So anyway, the whole point
keep your fucking hateful comments to yourself, okay?
Dang it. Anyway, so the Odyssey Man podcast. The last 2 episodes that we talked to you about today, one was about friends and the other was about AI in the workforce. This next one is gonna be quick. I'm gonna set the timer right now. I want to do this in 20 minutes, but it's or about less. The reason we started this was for men's health, but also just not that we're sitting on the couch. It's very hard for us to go out and be those idiots with selfie sticks filming things. And I'm trying to capture. Yeah, I'm trying. It's fake. It's not raw.
They're pandering to they want you to see. It's like the social media thing, larger than life. Like, look at this person. Wow, I wish my life was like that.
Yeah,
it's full of shit.
It's like
such garbage.
It's like advertising growing up, and you saw some kind of this happened so many times. Like my parents were like, "We're gonna go to this place in the Cape," and looking at the things, the pictures.
It's like people
and it's everyone's having fun. And then you get there, and it's the pool's got leaves in it, and it's got green. It's like they haven't updated anything in 10 years, and it's but they made everything else was photoshopped. So it's
or you see a buffet and it's looks grand. It's fast food shit, and you actually get it. And you're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, most stuff on social media is staged. It's I try to do stuff with a TikTok for work with Link. Everything that's raw and funny happens when it's not on camera.
Even if you think about advertisement, I took a lot of advertising courses, and you see these beautiful cheeseburgers and stuff. Those things are rubbed in Vaseline.
Yeah,
perfect lighting.
It's fake.
Fake ice and drinks. You don't even realize how much you're sold. Even on Coke ads, it's not even Coca-Cola in the thing. It's a carbonated beverage, so it bubbles more. It's not even real.
It's not even real stuff. Yeah.
No.
So that's the problem. I think. But the whole reason we're talking about this is that this is the challenge episode where we're supposed to talk about challenge at the end of every episode
and hold ourselves accountable
and stuff. The problem is that we'll go 3 weeks because it's busy at summertime and we'll not get together to shoot. That's why we're shooting 3 today. Then we're also trying to drop it down to 30 minutes a piece rather than an hour. So we're not 3 hours.
It's an hour and a half. Told us that we need to cut it in half because you guys are too far idiots and your heads are too far up your ass. You can't sit for an hour and listen to someone. Except for the person who told us they're great. You're great. But
who was that?
Jin.
Oh, he's a good guy.
Yeah, he's great. So we'll cut it down.
Yeah, he's a good guy. But he was right. It's true.
Because we watch long format stuff doesn't mean that people are ready in the headspace to want to watch that stuff.
Side topic, I was when are we going to go back to the days where movies were 2.5 hours long? And I was I'm big into Westerns, Roman period times, medieval times. Those movies are always the longest. The story's building, and it's
Well, I told some chick, one of them, and I'm talking to likes Lord of the Rings, but the other one she's like, what do you like? I'm like, she's like, I like Harry Potter. I'm like, okay, well, always, I like Harry Potter. I like oysters. I like whatever. It's so stupid.
You talk, that voice, the way that you do that voice when you repeat what girls sound like, literally takes me to South Park.
Canadians?
Yeah.
That's where I get it from. That's what it is. Oh my God, Clarence, I know. Yeah, that's what I get it from.
All right.
I grew up watching that too.
We're on the same page.
I
grew up watching it, but my parents wouldn't let me watch it because it came from a strict Christian family.
Right. Yeah.
I know it doesn't look like it, but that's the case.
Dude, you're going to hell.
But so actually, the challenges that we want to talk about, it's important. We need to challenge ourselves to make ourselves grow. AI might end the world in 5 years, but I'm still gonna go out at being the best human being I can be.
I'm stoked for it.
And I want to talk about what challenges that either short term together that we're personally working on doing together. We're not a couple. We're just friends.
Oh, what is it? My hetero life mate. That's what they
My
said. Jane
hetero
Silent Bob. This is
life
my hetero
mate.
life mate. Silent Bob.
No.
Yeah.
You gotta have them. Oh, Jane Silent Bob is a good movie.
So good. Second one was weird, but it's not bad. First one was
Well, now they're coming out with that new one.
really.
You didn't see the Jay and Silent Bob are coming out with a new movie in
Oh
today's
my God.
setting. Yeah,
Oh my god.
crazy. Anyway,
Dugans.
so we got a challenge that we're working on together. We have our separate challenges, like personal growth stuff. We've talked about some in the past. I think one of them what we talked about was cutting back on social media.
I failed at it
Not only have we failed that one, we were real
miserably.
failed.
I dived in.
Jake sends me like 500 posts a day, and it's like I'm trying to cut back on social media, and I'm trying to be the saint that I am. But then I send him, so it's like it's so hard to do.
I put it down. I'm like, all right, I've literally gotten the memes out of my system. It's like, ding. I'm like, who's that?
I'll tell you when I do it is when I'm out doing stuff. Like we're out, if we go on a walk, or I'm out with someone, my brother on a walk, I'm on myself on a walk. I'm on a 6 to 8 mile walk. I'm not on social media, you know.
At the very most, I have a podcast
going, yeah,
or like sometimes I try to use that time to get things done because like the other day I was on a 5 mile and I'm like, Jesus Christ, I'm tired of looking at the fucking forest. So I'm like, this would be a perfect time to. I really want a truck as a second vehicle. I'm a truck guy. I love trucks, and I'm like, well, I can't afford a brand new truck right now, so I use that as 5-10 minutes. I'll just look through used ads, but most of the time it's the podcast. Something to better myself or give me insight when it's over. I then am on the walk on the way back and I think about it. It's like, okay, growth wise, like so-and-so said this about society and social media and why we're failing as a society. And then I'm like, okay, I have this information. Does it align with my values? What did I agree with? What did I disagree with? And before I know it, I've gotten 5 miles of rucking in with my dog, and it's bettering my mental health. So,
whenever I go out on a walk with like another guy and we just chat about life, literally the walk, I don't even think about the pain. All of a sudden, I'm just like,
I always think about the pain.
Well, people are like, well, you're on a walk with pain. Well, I wear a freaking 60-pound vest, so
hurts.
It's like it hurt. You wear one of those. Not only that, I weigh 250, so it's like I'm now at 310. You probably weigh 120 soaking wet if you're watching this. So it's like it's hard.
Well, like normally for me, you're supposed to, if you're getting into rucking, which is just it's big, it's lower stress on your joints than running. And it activates stabilizer muscles and it puts your body under tension at all times. It kind of emulates deadlifting and stuff like that. So like when you have it on your traps, for example, your body is trying to stabilize all this extra weight, especially if you're in the woods on uneven terrain. So they say like you're supposed to start with 10 pounds and then 20 and 45 is considered the most you're supposed to do healthily. Today I did 70 pounds. For a mile and a half.
That's only because I told you I did 60, and you're like, you know what? I gotta beat Patrick.
I don't even think the one that you're talking about is 60. You can feel my 45.
No, the one I have is 45. I just told you it was 60.
I know. I picked it up in your car. I'm like, there's no way. There's no way. Even
it's not.
If you,
I do have other weight. It's just not in it yet. You know,
if you feel mine, you're gonna be like, I don't understand. I think it's heavier than they say it is. But anyway, I did that, and then I was like, today I did lunges and sprints and air squats, and I did only a mile and a half.
With it on?
With it on.
Yeah.
I was exhausted. I think my heart rate got up to 175, and my smartwatch, my Garmin, said that my acute load for volume, like how much my lungs were producing, was at like 80%. Like I was really, but I felt great. I got my mind clear. I was being active. So I'm trying to challenge. For me, physicality comes easy to me because I've always been involved with sports, lifting. The harder thing for me is
Jake's the fit one. So Jay,
I struggle with my thing with ADD is I can keep myself entertained by myself indefinitely. I find myself amusing. I find my hobbies amusing. I like to learn things. I like to read. So all my social things, I don't need them. So it really has taken me a lot. Stop cleaning your asshole on my foot.
Jeez.
You're good. Sorry to scare you. You scared me too. But he's giving himself a whatever.
So short-term challenge for you is what?
It's just like even people, it's been this for a long time, but it's something I haven't got under control yet. It's like when someone asks me, hey, do you want to go do this? Is being a yes man and being like, Yes, I do. Even if my instant reaction is to say no, I say yes anyway. And then I don't cancel because I'm not a canceling kind of person. Like I've bailed and I still bail sometimes. But more of that stuff is like people who are like, we're going to have this rager, we're going to go out drinking, we're going to go traveling. And the whole thing is just so much for me. I'm like, I got a dog. Sometimes I'm working. Like I could just stay home. Like to me, by myself time is recharge time. That's my quiet time where I can be on my phone, play Xbox, watch stupid things that nobody else cares about. But my goals have been to go out either with Pat, because it's easier to do it with a friend, or by myself and really just put myself out there. And I find, because I'm imperfect, I find myself really like leaning back on my laurels, like finding comfort in social media, using brain rot as an excuse to not go out, being like, even on my motorcycle, I made a point. I'm like, I'm riding today. And I used to love it, but it's a lot of work. I mean, it's just like you have to pay attention. You have to be present. It's a lot. But once you're out there, all those things kind of allow you to appreciate your surroundings. But again, all my stuff is one person to two people tops.
Yeah.
And I'm really trying to cultivate an environment where I'm putting myself out there, maybe not to make a relationship, but I want to experience the different facets of life because right now I'm on repeat and it's great. I'm still growing and but it's comfort. It's the easy way out. It's being like, oh, this is my little world and it works, but I want it to be better than that.
There are other people out there that I can get along with really well and enjoy being around. Most people I hate, but and it's just because you guys are so you're fake and you're basic. But it's like
basicness is bad. You have no original thoughts. You just recite everything you hear, and like even cultural, like what is it called?
I'm looking for raw characters. It's like, yeah, I mean, do I like a matcha latte? Yeah, I do, but I don't actually drink really coffee anymore. So it's like, and not because it's a trend, it's just because it doesn't keep me awake, and that's the reason why most people.
Me. I just like the taste.
I literally had 3 coffees yesterday just because I went to the trendiest of locations. I took a nap by 2:00 in the afternoon. It was pointless.
They say it's something with ADHD that you can there's memes about it. You can drink an energy drink and fall right asleep.
It's because we're used to taking Adderall, and Adderall is like literally 100 times.
And our brains are literally wired different.
So
we can do things that other people can't, and then we fail at basic things that other people can do.
Yeah. We're like superheroes.
Like sit at a job for 9 hours a day, and people are just like, "This is my job," and we're just like, "I don't understand," you know?
Yeah.
Like I question life on a day-to-day basis when I sit in an office. Like I had a 9-hour job in the office, and every second I'd like see the clock, like second hand go, and then I'd look away and I'd look back, and it'd feel like 20 minutes, and it'd been like 6 seconds, and I'm like, "What the fuck is that?"
I've been there before.
Yeah,
but I think it's we're like, this is why I feel like being on a podcast is so good for us because I'll just throw out an idea. I'm like, bam. All of a sudden, we're talking about something completely different for 40 minutes. It's like, we can talk. We can chat. There's always something, especially with the experiences we have. But anyway, so you said your challenge. My challenge short term is I'm trying to get like the rucking thing and stuff. Like I have that. I do that. I'm trying to
Don't do it every day. You'll kill yourself. It's not good for you.
No, I'm doing it every other day. Really, I'd say 3 to 5 times a week I want to go. So I don't want to say every other day or whatever, but like what I'm trying to do 3 to 5 times a week. I'm trying to go anywhere from 3 to 5 miles a day. So some days I do 3 miles, the other days I do 5.
It's a lot.
But
it's so easy to say, but when you really think about 5 miles, to walk 5 miles,
it's about 2.5 hour walk.
Yeah, like when I was really into running. I was running 6 miles, and it would take me when I got into it, I could bang it out, and I'd be like, I just did 6 miles or whatever. But when you walk, especially in the woods where it's slow and you have to look, and
if you're in the woods and stuff, man. I go on the bike trail, but and I'll take the dog, and sometimes the dog. I actually feel like the dog gets more tired before I do
because they're all over the place.
Yeah. It's like, but it's not even. I don't even have to be wearing the weighted pack. I want to be outside walking, so maybe every other day, every day.
It's proven statistically to lower stress.
Yeah.
To be out in nature. It really does.
Whether I'm with someone or alone, I want to get out and do it, especially this summer, because I know once winter rolls around, I'm not going to be there. And so I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to do is on the days I do walk, I'll try to do things with the dumbbell and the kettlebell. Just at home. Like I'm not trying to go to the gym. I don't want to lock myself inside a gym during the summertime. Winter, all day long, like go to the gym. But I want to do basic things that I do with that stuff at the house on the days I work out, and that's what I want to do for the next 2 weeks until whenever we shoot the next podcast.
I'm not saying eventually people could see this and watch this from, we're in New England. So over the course of our lifetime, our summers and nice weather have gotten progressively shorter and shorter and shorter. And then our other seasons kind of bleed over. Like they're just kind of gray and not super cold most of the time. It's just kind of like bleh. You don't want to be outside. So it's like we have such a little amount of time to enjoy outside, enjoy motorcycling, driving with the windows down, experiencing life before everyone in our area clams up and is wearing heavy, and they're like, oh, here's my coffee and here's my DoorDash, and then there's no interaction. This is like the only amount of time that we can.
So then I'm trying to live my summer to the fullest. I was telling Jake I want to kayak. I want to go play pickleball, even though I don't really play pickleball. I want to play some tennis. I want to learn tennis. I want to go swimming. I'm trying to go maybe fishing.
Fishing would be cool.
It's like I'm trying to do paddleboarding, get out there and get some paddleboarding. I don't have a paddleboard. I had surfboards. I'm not very good at it. I'd rather paddleboard.
I'm not the greatest at surfing, but I can at least stand up.
But yeah, I can't. Not always. And so, but I want to get out and do more things like kayak trip. Let's do a kayak trip. Throughout the day. It's like
what I find interesting, and I don't know if it's just my group of friends or whoever's watching this. I don't know if you can relate or maybe bring it in your life. Like you just said, kayaking. I'm down. I've asked other people to go kayaking, and there's always a fucking excuse. It's like, well, I don't have a kayak. And I'm like, great, I got two. Oh, I can't, and all that. Or like girls on Hinge, and she's like, what do you like to do? I'm like, well, I really wanted to go kayaking. Is that something you're interested? No, that's not something I like. And it's like, okay, whatever, not for me, no big deal. Everyone's
or
different.
The girls that are interested.
Who are interested. What do you like? I like horses. You gonna buy me a horse? Like, just like but they always have an excuse. But like exploring nature, finding new cool spots. Like
don't say you're into something and then not go and do it. Yeah, I mean
self-proclaimed like nature advocate.
It's like you don't write it in your profile, especially if it's like he's like these are all things. And again, these are things that I want to do. I'm trying to get out there. I got time to do it, so it's like I'm trying to get out there and do things. Even like I know shooting's expensive. Shooting's a lot of the hobbies are expensive. Shooting's expensive. Jake and I both have guns.
It's a big solo hobby. It really is. Unless you have your own place to shoot.
Well, we can go. We can do trap shooting and stuff together. But yeah, it's like
it's a whole day event though. Like to go out to where we go.
It's expensive too.
Yeah, it's just.
I do have 2,000. We did get all those boxes of shotgun shells though.
Yeah, we did.
We do need to go. But yeah, it's like so. I mean, if anyone wants to go shooting and you watch this podcast and you have guns, hit us up. We'll definitely do a shooting day. You're not gonna
Chris Kyle me and shoot me in the back of the head.
And you're probably a better shooter than I am. But I just like going and doing it. It's the same as like surfing. It's like
lead therapy, bro.
It's like it's lead therapy. Same with surfing. I used to just suck at surfing, but I'd like to paddle out there and sit out there. And I'm like, wow, this is nice. It's not even the idea
That's how I feel about boating.
Most surfers are like dicks and like they're not as zen as they come out to be. Like yogis too. They're so uptight. They need so much therapy. I don't know why.
Do you know how many altercations I've had with surfers? So many, because they're all up their own ass.
It's crazy.
Yeah, bro, just enjoy the ride.
Most
but then if
you
go and they go, they're like, learn this. Hey, bro, I'm sorry. I'm trying to learn. I'm new here. If you want to go paddle out to the fucking sand, I'll beat your wholesale ass, and then you won't be able to surf again. Anyway, anger is just something I've accepted. I've always been angry. It makes for good comedic relief. I'm not working on that at all. Don't even think.
It's a good way to outlet yourself, you know.
I texted him the other day and I said, I don't care. I'm going to say it anyway. I drive for a living and I hate idiots and have road rage. And I was in a part of town where there's no bathroom, so I pissed in this jug. And I'm like going to throw it out, and somebody cut me off, and I just hucked it out the window at him. And I'm just like, I am at work right now. Just like, but you're gonna learn today. Your car's gonna stink like piss. You know?
Yeah.
PG-13 at the very least. You know.
I think it's important for us to talk about is that as far as a challenge. So for me, it's the walking every day. It's the basic things, maybe some
The
stretching.
grounding things.
Personal growth. I'm doing the AI courses, and I finished ChatGPT. I'm into Midjourney right now, and I'm gonna learn it. But like we talked about on our last podcast, is that I don't even think it's worth competing in the AI fields, right? So I'm still gonna do it. I'm gonna maybe try to pick up some extra clients to get some stuff, maybe to help my current clients out. I literally built a website. It was way nicer. I hope if my buddy sees this right now that I used to be in business with, my website currently is way better than the one that we had. Sorry, dude. It's just the truth. And then I'm doing all the SEO for it using ChatGPT as my assistant for that, and I have a system that tracks it and tells me which pages rank and whatnot. But so I'm trying to learn this stuff. I think it's important to know, but at a certain point in the next few years, I'm going to be obsolete. But Jake and I've talked about. Oh, we can't talk about that, can we?
No.
All right, never mind.
Don't steal our idea. We were going to tell you about what our idea is, but you're going to steal it.
Yeah.
Or talk shit about it and put doubt in our mind. And it's impossible.
No, we're not
going to work.
We're not going to talk about that.
We'll talk about it once it succeeds, and we can sell you T-shirts for it.
Yeah. Anyway, try to get ahead of me in the AA world. It'll never happen, but it's like because there's always going to be someone better, and then now you're competing against.
Well, we are looking at alternative.
We're looking at alternative business ventures to get ahead of. To not get trapped in the AI bubble.
To change directions in a changing
better
world.
Wordage, yes.
Yeah. Just trying to do something that makes us connected to life.
You know what?
It gives us purpose to be like, we control our own fate. Because even like I own my own company, I was telling him this, but I'm not my own boss. My dad, you're your own boss. It's like, no, I own an appraisal business, but I'm still at the mercy of some dickhead in a suit making all the rules that then I have to abide by if I want to keep working for the company. So I'm my own middleman.
It's like
I do not make the rules for myself. And I don't like being told what to do. It's something with like my roots with like skateboarding and anti-authority and punk and metal. It's like, F the man, like don't tell me what to do. I'm my own person. And I've always been that way since my mom, she asked me the other day, she's like, you've always been this way. You've always been so angry and anti-authoritative. And I'm like,
my mom says, why are you always so weird that you step? Why can't you be more normal? Like, why aren't you more like your other friends?
I think I've asked you this before. And she's like,
Babadook,
why can't you be normal? And he's like, like screaming so much.
Why can't you be more like your other friends? It's like, because they're trapped in the machine and
they're
fine.
In the Matrix, bro.
They're in the Matrix. And that's fine. Like I can still be friends with people like that.
We're Neo and Morpheus. We're here to save you.
Red pill.
Not in like a prophetic way. We're not prophets.
Yeah, I mean maybe they call
prophets of knowledge. PBM stands for prophet.
Prophetic business moments.
Management.
No, but I think so. I know we're coming here on 20 minutes. These are my challenges. We're working on some other business ideas because we want to get out. But just because, even if it doesn't, just know that we're all going to be in the same shoes anyway in a few years.
And also, if you have an idea for a business, societal pressure can when I was in college, I wanted to be in film so bad. I used to write scripts for fun. I had some really good ideas. It's part of my ADD. I'm so creative. I can come up with these wild ideas. But people kind of knocked me down. You'll never make it. You'll never do this. You'll never do that. Like if Albert Einstein listened to that, we wouldn't have all his
That's
theories.
A whole other topic. We can't bring that.
Just go for it, man. Take the step to believe in yourself. Don't just
I've already failed at. I mean, a lot of these people that failed at things, I probably have already failed at like 4 or 5 different businesses.
Same.
So it's like, but I'm still going. But it's like, I'm surviving right now, and I'm very much into investing and stuff. So I'm learning about that as well. But my challenges are the reading is tough, especially for me in the summertime. I said I was going to read before. I'm not going to read. Let's be honest. I ordered a new book
today, but it's horror based. It's different. Trying to get reading. That's one of my goals is to read. I ordered The Fisherman. I forget who wrote it, but it's a horror based book, and I hope I like it because I've ordered 3 books. One was about Kurt Cobain. One was about the Man Gulch fires of 1940 something, and I forget even what the other one was. But I read like 30 to 60 pages, and I'm just like, I'm done. Like.
At least he gets there. I don't. So I'd say for me is we might not podcast. I'd like to podcast every week or do 3 podcasts so that we always have ammunition to release on a weekly basis. But maybe we don't meet for another 2 weeks. But I want to do the walking, do the exercising. I want to work on this idea that maybe we might have, and that's a group thing. But also for outside stuff, I'm trying to get Jake or someone else to do one, like a few big trips. I'd say once a week or once every 2 weeks, where we go out and we do a kayak trip. I think in July we're going to do the Antique Brimfield show. If you've never been to that, that's a pretty awesome thing to do. And a few other things like getting out there, doing things.
I just went to like close my legs
summertime
to prevent him from jumping and just squeeze my nutsack together, and it really, really hurt.
Dude, I've been there. I mean, we can say that because this is a guy
Ow.
podcast. We definitely have girls that watch this, but
don't be thinking about my nutsack.
Yeah,
you're not worthy of the nutsack.
Don't.
Bitch, please.
I got like my mom. She's like, "Let me see your thing and watch this."
Oh God, Jake is so
What?
fast.
Oh my
What
God.
happened to him? His education at high school
like,
got him nowhere. He's so
my
rude.
mom's friends watch this. They're like, "Oh my God, we can't watch that." It's like, well, this is a men's channel podcast, you know,
Yeah.
like so. It's like,
yeah, we're not talking about like manscaping or anything.
Jake likes rebel stuff. I like being rebel things. It's like I obviously don't fit into
it's
a
like
cookie
the
cutter.
masculine urge to fucking resist what
Yeah.
they tell you to do. You know, Rage
Fight
Against
the power.
Machine.
Rage
Fuck you,
against
I
the
won't
machine.
do what you tell me. Like the
Anyway, that's
Yeah.
for our challenges. We already
make
pushed
your own
it.
challenge.
Make your own
Challenge
challenge.
yourself. Get out of your comfort
And the
zone.
few followers we do have, post your challenge.
And it's okay to fail.
It's
lot.
okay. Failure's great.
Fail forward. Ooh.
Fail forward.
Ooh.
Like
Yeah.
that's a t-shirt.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is Odyssey and Man. I'm PBM.
I'm Jake.
And we'll
Watson.
catch you later.
Later.